Everyone there, thank you for joining us this season when we want to start discussing and talking about this very important topic about life, and we are set and ready to start discussing this because this is the most important part of life, and this is about family. So family being the fundamental unit of life, and family being the origin, family being a place where you get love, where you get care, and where you get pampered. We need to focus and look at it with another eye. So before we really start, I understand that you have other definitions for the word family. It is okay and it is true, but I do not want to focus on those definitions. I want to talk about family, and my meaning to this family is two young adults who have decided to start living together as husband and wife. It is key that we point that out very clear, that as the young adults decide to start living together as husband and wife, there are a lot of things which we need to factor in, and then handle and guide one another as we grow together and develop together. I understand probably you may want to start a family, or you already started a family in the near past, or you had a family which unfortunately didn't progress, you are separated, or you are near such a people. So I want us to look at this and handle the whole idea as the basis of life, the basic life, the basic unit of life. And if we start talking about the family, then we're looking at the best social unit. And this is very key, because if you don't have peace at home, if you don't have a family, then you are likely to grow up and grow old and exit the universe without reason, without any trace. Now, I want us to, before I rush you, I want us to start from understanding, when do we say a family has started, and when do you start a family? Ideally, a family starts when two adults decide to leave their old families, leave their mothers and fathers and the siblings, to come and join forces and decide to be together as husband and wife. That's when a family starts. We don't want to discuss your father's family or your mother's family. We want to discuss your family as a person. That's where we want to start from, because we always have to start from somewhere. And so I want us to start from there as we grow together. I know we have challenges here and there. We will point out the challenges which we meet in doing a new family, and then we come up, we see how do we solve this. This one is going to take us really a long time, but we're going to grow together. You are always welcome to ask questions, to comment, and if you have anything challenging, you can come to my inbox, and then you get a direct response according to your case. Because I understand we don't have the same case. We don't come from the same place. We don't live together, all of us. Everybody has their unique case, so we'll be handling them as time goes. And before we get there now, kindly ensure that you will follow us, you will subscribe to our channels, and then we will start growing together bit by bit. So you do so that you don't miss out on a new update that is coming to our channel every time we post a new video, which is going to inspire and motivate you and give you power to start again in your family. Now, the family. For a family to be a family, we must agree that these two people who have come together, they all must understand who they are in this family. What is their place in this family? As a man of the house, as a woman of the house, what is your place in this newly started family? If we divine that, then we have started in the right foot. Ideally, what makes most of us to lose trace and the track and the prospering our families is when we miss out this point, that a man has his place in the family and the woman has her place in the family. So as a man, we need to articulate clearly what are your roles in this new restarting family. A man needs to be the provider of the family. A man needs to provide security. A man needs to mentor the family. A man needs to lead the family. A man needs to give the values of protecting the wife from outside forces. The outside forces could be parents, could be friends, could be neighbors, could be anybody. So a man needs to know that is his place. And he must do his roles according to what it entails to do as a man. Always the man must stand by his wife, protect the wife, and if God give them a chance to have kids, to protect and provide for these young people who has been given unto him as a man. So you got to lead your family in all parameters of life. You need to know to what church your family will go. You need to know in what gatherings that your family will be attending. You need to know what functions your family needs to attend. You need to know that if you are leading them spiritually, financially, you support them mentally, you support them, you give them support emotionally, then that means you are now the man of the family. So before you decide to get into marriage, you must weigh yourself if you are able to do the roles of a father, of a man in the family. It is not a walk in the park. It is something that you must toil to do. You must provide. You must be ready to suffer at the expense of ensuring that your family is happy, your family is protected. This is not an easy thing. So when you start, you must be ready psychologically that now I am in, I am ready, and now I am starting. As you confess to your spouse, you should be confessing to heart, and you should be setting your gear ready to start and do all these things. It isn't going to be easy. When you find a problem, you need to consult. Now that is a man. That is a man of the house. Now we have a woman in the house. As we said, there must be two young adults who are coming together to start a family. Now here is a lady. So the madam in the house, what is your role as a madam in the house? Because apparently, as we said, that most of marriages break because people do not know their places and do not uphold according to what their places in life requires of them. So that's why most of families break. So as a woman of the house, what is your place in making sure that this new beautiful family that you just started is going to stand the waves, the turmoils, and the tides and the storms of life? As a woman, you must be ready to listen to the guidelines of your husband. You need to understand your husband, and then you need to know that you are there to support your husband. Number two, you need to advise your husband. In fact, all husbands who listen to their wives' advice are the most prosperous people have in the society. So as a woman, you must be ready to know that you're going to advise your husband in all matters. You're not going to do things on your own. You're not going to decide to go to a different setup of beliefs against what your husband is advising or is directing. At all times is, yes, you may assist in deciding and directing the family, but then it should be done in a very clever way so that your husband doesn't feel humiliated or doesn't feel that you are overstepping into his responsibilities. So as a mother of the house, you must be ready to bear the burden of absorbing all the stress that your husband will be meeting at the place of work, that will be meeting in his businesses, wherever that will be going. He'll be coming home with challenges. You're going to be there to support them, advise them, comfort them, tell them now this is home where you'll get what you really miss out there. You must be a place where he will always run to whenever he's disturbed psychologically, mentally, and even socially. So as a woman, it's not going to be easier. You must be ready to absorb all this. So it's not going to be easy. So for the two of you, we need to understand that none of you as a man or you as a woman, none of you is perfect. Each of you have their challenges, and these challenges are the ones which will test your love, your strength, and your mental strength in deciding and living with the family. So as we start this, you must be ready to accept the weaknesses of your other partner. So your spouse's weaknesses should be changed into strengths, and that is how you're going to manage to continue staying in your marriage. So for today, we don't want to discuss so much. I might bore you. So I want us to agree that the two of us in this marriage must know our places, must know our responsibilities, and must act according to what is required of us at this juncture when we are starting this marriage, for the marriage to continue. Now, next, what are we discussing? We want to look at this. We have third-party people into this family. Your father, my father, your mother, my mother, your sisters and brothers, my sisters and brothers, third-party people and their places in the family. We'll start going to tackle them one by one, so that we ensure that we're going to know how do we relate to those people, so that we can continue with our marriage. Please don't forget to like our page. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to follow us, and do not forget to ask questions if you got anything to ask. And if there is any point that you want me to discuss, please feel free, point it out, let me know it. I'll always discuss it as you request, either in the whole platform or I'll come directly to you. We started this today, we are prepared for enough time, and now we're here to execute what we have been planning for our families. Let us love our families, let us grow our families as one. I love you guys.